I don't like Humble. Humble is too... I like the beat of Humble. If you take the lyrics out of Humble, then I like Humble. But literally all Humble is doing is telling you to just sit down. Like, it's just... No, I don't like rap songs that just say the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
All right, Phoenix. I'm
sorry. That's it. You get the chocolate of the day.
Oh no!
Instead of the Haas hammer, you get the freaking chocolate. Oh crap! My camera.
Cali, you deserved it.
I did not.
Please do not talk about my boy Abel like that. Yes, we know that he's on drugs, but that's the thing. You know what you're getting.
Dude wrote a
you know
whole
that you're
song
getting.
about being on
You know you're getting
That's
a
right,
dude.
boy. Listen, that was the song.
Listen to this. He got a Kids Awards. He got a Kid Award for a song about coming down from a bag of blow. And he says that. He is not a teen choice. But that is a problem with society, is that we allow people like that, even though I love Abel. Actually, funny story about Abel as well. Let me get a mooncake real quick.
Oh God.
Mooncake.
Mooncake.
Mooncake hot take.
So mooncake hot take. All right. Fucking love. I have a feeling that I need to do this while I present. Anyways, you know, I got a couple of his vinyls and whatnot and everything. You know,
right? Crush it up.
I'm a
to
star
nice
boy.
fine powder. Not too long.
So
and
anyways.
not too thick.
All right, Phoenix Woohoo.
All right. And whoa. Call me the weekday, okay? Because I can't do anything with Phoenix like I do with Gerard Phoenix or what else is it, like Phoenix Gillespie? Top of the morning.
Wait, we gotta dance. Everybody dance. Dance. It's the Phoenix twerk. Thanks, right. Ginger. Oh my God, it's still playing. Hello, Pillow Fighters. Welcome to Hotmess Hotseat, episode 2. We're talking about movies with the demon himself over here. And then we've got Mr. RealPhoenixTV over there. And then we have, of course, Mr. Cali joining us again. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, how are we? Happy... What day is it?
It's Saturday.
Thanks.
Saturday, hey, when these open doors were open. Oh, sorry. I'm still at Rising Palooza and Fall Out Boy just that line, you know, playing Saturday on Saturday. So
that's a thing.
Yeah, they have a song called Saturday, and it's always fun because if you see them on Saturday, it's just very. It's a very exhilarating experience. So yeah.
Is that what we're calling it? An exhilarating experience?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We're calling it an exhilarating experience because I'm Phoenix, I'm 28 years old, and my vocabulary is shit.
Oh, my Lanza.
I can't spell so.
Demon be flashing his DWS shiny over there. Like, what's
Boo.
Making everybody jealous.
So yeah, Mr. Demon is on my shit list because and I apologize, my crap list because his avatar, the demon, went up against my avatar, Dick Dubson, in Dre's DWF E-Fed in a Hell in a Cell Depths of Hell match, and he won, which I don't know how that happened, but it was a very anticlimactic ending.
Well, then I won.
yeah. Then you won the belt in the same night. Get out of here.
I mean, listen, when you're good, right? Like,
I guess it seemed like it was all rigged. So
it's all rigged. I mean,
it's never rigged. Like you can't say that it's rigged.
I mean, I don't know. It seemed pretty rigged to me. How's the main event winner win the belt before the match? It's like Dre knew.
I mean, maybe he's just psychic.
Brainwaves.
All right, so we are headed to the movies today. We're talking about different movies and TV shows. But before you can go into the movies, like, when was the last time you guys were in a like physical theater? What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
Shit, before COVID.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I don't know. I mean, some people have been in the movies since.
Like, but you can watch them for free on the streaming stuff, so why pay go watch a movie when you can watch it for free?
Exactly.
Oh, I have something to say about that.
Uh-oh.
So going to the movie theater. Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have the mooncakes today, but I do have a strong feeling about experiencing a movie in theaters versus seeing the movie in the comfort of your own home.
Oh,
I'm also trying to find my last ticket to.
I think the last thing we saw in theaters was Secret Life of Pets 2.
I think so, yeah.
That was the last thing and we saw it like right before it left theaters because we just went together. We didn't take Caden. It was just me and him. I'm pretty sure that was the last movie we saw in theaters was animated Secret Life of Pets 2.
Last one that I can remember was It 2.
So
you went and saw It 2?
It was scary as fucking theaters. That's the thing with the movie theaters and horror movies is it literally scares the shit out of you, and you can watch it at your house and be like, okay, this is cool. And then at the theater, you're like,
Exactly, and I got that one too. But my last movie was actually Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker on
When did that come out?
Christmas Day. I remember that was in 2019, so right before the pandemic.
Jesus.
And I took my little brother to that, and that was when I remember vividly my mom found out she became a grandmother to Ryder because Ryder was actually visited her for the first time that year. So yeah, it's been ages, but what I was going to get back to is experiencing a movie in a movie theater. You get a lot of elements that you don't get when you're watching it on the couch, because yes, you do have the ability to stream, and you have that on demand action that you can rewind, pause, and all that, where you have the other aspect of being at the movies where you have to be there to see the action. You have to see every moment unfold. There's no ability for you to control like how far you go and how far you go forward, how far you go back. The suspense is there, especially with horror movies. The jump scares are intensified by 20. Like if you watch It, or I don't know, let's see, what's the most recent horror movie that I saw in the last few weeks? Well, I was gonna say maybe like Sleepaway Camp, like those things that happen in real time. Like even though it's an 80s movie and it's not as bad as like what we have today, they still have effects that will get you and just make it a more enjoyable experience. So that's why I'm an advocate of seeing a movie for the first time, at least in the theaters, instead of just seeing it on streaming. I know a lot of introverts are kind of like, they want to be in their sanctuary and be comfortable with it, but I would rather, experience it with a bunch of people around and be in that atmosphere.
I mean, that makes sense. I know, like, so we have like one IMAX theater here, and I really like going to the IMAX theater where like it feels like you're like in it. Like I feel like that's really cool. But I don't know. I think in the last like couple years, I used to love going to the movies. Like there was nothing better than going to the movies and just especially like getting to see something when it's still considered, you know, like super new or whatever, and then like showing off if you collect ticket stubs or whatever, like showing that off. But it's too damn expensive. Like, so now that, I mean, we have a family, like going to the movies for something that you are hoping is good, because I feel like there's been a lot of times, so I used to work at a movie theater, and there would be a lot of times where people would come out and be like, I want a refund, this movie is shit, like this was dumb, we paid $5,000 to be here, like, I mean, you know what I mean, like, it's insane. So I almost would rather invest in a decent sound system and like a decent screen and just stay home and watch it, and go to the Dollar Tree and get your like box candies like they have. You can pop your popcorn and put it in a cute little bucket and get a to-go cup from somewhere and eat that shit at home and be at home. And you're gonna save $1 billion. Like, it's just, but there is something to be said to the experience of going to the movie theater.
Yeah. And I have like a little sound bar with a subwoofer and stuff in the living room, so it gives it that more, you know, deep bass for like the movies and stuff. And eventually I'm gonna have like a little setup in here. I just love like the deep, like the whole range of the audio that you get in the movie theater.
Yeah, you got that surround sound stuff, and then you know you're watching like the Avengers or maybe Iron Man, where a car is being thrown at a distance, and depending on where you're sitting, you can hear that surround sound just like with it back.
I used to like playing video games like that, especially like Call of Duty, when you're listening for them to run and you can hear them run from this side of your house to the other, and it's so trippy.
And this headset actually has the whole like you hear them everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not the same as like.
Oh no, it's not the same. It's pretty dang close though.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, funny story. So, as y'all know, in my real life, I do work as an accountant, not the OnlyFans accountant. No shame, and y'all that do that, but an actual like auditor. So, I did an audit for a headset company once. I don't want to disclaim the company, but it's one of the popular, like the original companies, the headsets, and the guy that founded it was somebody that, you know, was a gamer ourselves and was like, I'm playing Call of Duty, I've got a big old surround sound in here, and then I got to plug in my controller to try and listen, but then I don't have the ability to hear my enemies with my surround sound. So what do I do? So he made, you know, the headset company to have that surround sound and have the ability to hear that. So kind of I guess like tying that into what Callie's point was about Call of Duty and whatnot.
I mean, like, okay, so when you go to the movies, so you've decided you're spending your $150 to take your family of 4 to the movies. So you've got your tickets, you're inside, you're stopping at the concession stand. What's the first thing you're grabbing?
Popcorn. For sure.
What about you?
Yeah, popcorn.
Popcorn? That's it?
Popcorn
Okay.
and a drink.
Oh yeah, drink.
What are you drinking? Are you a slushy guy? Are you a...
No.
Coke.
Yep, Coke.
Cherry Coke.
All right, Phoenix. What are we grabbing?
Popcorn, extra butter, and then a red cherry slushy.
You stop at the butter machine.
Lots of butter.
It's like, just sit there and like pop it. It's going saturated with butter.
And now they have the ones with like the little like seasoning shakers that you can like put on your pop. Yep. It's like the salt, or they have like the there's like the cheddar flavor one, and like you can just like shake all the different.
And see, this is why concessions is like $30 freaking for a tub of popcorn. That stupid seasoning that they put in there. It's like, we got to charge it to these people somehow. It's like, I don't want that.
Dre said
give me
no
my
popcorn.
butter.
Give me some Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, and the largest cherry Coke. All right,
Yes.
Dre.
Now,
Cherry
do
Coke,
you buy
there we
the
go.
large Coke or the collector's edition cup that you can get limited refills in?
Listen, okay, I don't know about you, but we're a broke bitch family. So we're getting the cheapest one and then refilling that bitch halfway through. Oh, we gotta pee. All right, go refill it. And that's the rule, right? You get in, you sit down, and you start sipping on your Coke because you're before the previews have started, so you can find the best seats, and you're sitting there, and then your mom looks at you and she goes, "Don't drink all your drink because we're not getting up to pee in the middle of the movie." I've said that to Kaden before. I was like, don't drink all that drink because for one, we're eating lunch after this. And for two, I'm not getting up mid-movie because you have to pee. Like, so you're either going to have to hold it or don't drink all your drink. And then he immediately like puts his drink down and he goes, okay. So, okay. We talked about snacks. I'm a popcorn girl. I like to get the really big popcorns and share it.
I like nachos too.
Yes.
I say nachos.
Pretzels and nacho cheese.
I'm good with pretzels.
What brand of popcorn is that?
Some ASMR action over here.
I don't know.
I get the Act 2, like extra movie theater butter popcorn that you can make in the microwave.
Microwave?
Yeah.
Yes.
But microwave popcorn and movie theater popcorn is just not the same thing.
The same.
We used to when I worked at the movie theater, we used to take pickle juice and drizzle pickle juice all over the popcorn. And listen, don't look at me like that. Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah.
It's good.
You're weird.
I'm not weird. I'm not weird.
You're weird.
You like those weird candies. What are they called? Goobers?
Goobers, chocolate covered peanuts.
Listen. That's terrible.
It's like
Whoa. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it.
I've tried
Right?
it. I've tried it.
Right?
I don't
Basically, do you like Reese's?
I love Reese's. I don't like nuts.
M&M's?
I hate nuts.
Peanut M&M's?
Candy nuts or food nuts. The nuts that you put in your food. Stop. No, like peanuts and almonds and cashews and like shit like that. Like I don't like nuts. Like they're just nuts are gross. Nuts are gross. So, no, goobers are disgusting to me because nuts are disgusting. We're not putting this in the clip reel. Like this is not.
Oh yes, we are.
Okay, so, do you guys remember the first movie you ever saw? In theaters?
In theaters?
Yeah, in theaters.
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons have a movie?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that like a cartoon?
No. Hold on.
I'm cultured.
Let me think about that.
You're about to show.
Because I know the Flintstones had a movie. I didn't know that the Jetsons had a movie.
They did.
Dre says Beyond the Lost Ark or Raiders of the Lost Ark. Is that a
I don't know what
Laura
mine
Croft
was.
movie?
No, that's Indiana Jones.
I would say Scooby-Doo or Cars, maybe.
The first movie I remember seeing, or like the earliest movie that I know I've been to movies before that, but was Finding Nemo. We were in Myrtle Beach. Finding Nemo had just come out in theaters, and we were eating dinner at the Hard Rock in Myrtle Beach when I was a kid, and we went and saw Finding Nemo in theaters.
I remember watching X-Men. I remember watching X-Men as a young kid in the drive-thru.
We used to go on Christmas. That was part of our tradition. Was we'd go Christmas Eve.
It was the Jetsons, and it came out in 1990.
That's before I was even.
Oh.
I wasn't even thought about yet. My husband's not that much older than me, y'all. Wait a second. Okay.
Let's see. I think mine was The Lion King.
Yes.
And I apparently 1-year-old Phoenix was crying the whole time.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I think it was something about about Mufasa falling off the cliff or something, or
Listen, that's
or
so
whatever.
sad.
I don't know.
That's so sad.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. So we talked about like streaming versus like going to the actual theater. So do you prefer, it's like a weekend, you got nothing to do, there's literally, would you rather binge watch a movie series or a TV series? Like you've decided you're binge watching. Are you binge watching a movie series like the Harry Potter series or the Lord of the Rings series or whatever, or are you binge watching a TV series?
I'm binge watching movies.
Series. But a TV series for me takes about 1 day.
Power to the binge watchers that watch everything and then they're like, fuck,
Squid
now I got
Games.
nothing to watch.
Like when Squid Games come out, I literally watch that shit in 1 day.
We still haven't seen Squid Games yet either.
You gotta watch it.
I would probably say movies because typically you have 3 to 4 movies within a series, unless it's like the Fast and the Furious or some other obscure horror movie franchise like Hellraiser.
I mean,
that has like
Halloween.
7 or 8 movies. Yeah, Halloween. We can talk about that one later. I'm sorry, but I don't understand how all these freaking killers can just like die, come back to life, and die and come back to life. Do they have like 9% DNA of cats? Like they have 9 fucking lives or something? It's ridiculous. It's just like, Jason, die already!
They're immortal.
And then
That's why it's a horror movie, because they just keep coming back.
And then
If they
all of a
just did
sudden,
that, it would be a horror movie.
all of a sudden, it's just like a lightning bolt just goes into the lake because those dumbasses throw him into a lake, and then they know that he drowned already, and it's just like, oh, I'm back here, I go kill it again. But anyways, yeah. So I would probably binge a movie series because you have that guaranteed 90 to 120 minutes. So that would be 2 hours. Yeah, an hour and a half to 2 hours every movie. 2, 4, 6, 8 hours at least. Where a TV series, you really don't know what you're gonna get with that. Like maybe like Squid Games, yeah, that's 9 hours, so that's equivalent to a movie series. But it really depends on the TV show or series that we're talking about, because you can only get through one season within a day, in my opinion.
What about you? Movies or TV?
Well,
No, I agree with Phoenix. I do movies all day long because it's like he said, each TV show can go for different lengths, and you don't know. A movie, you're guaranteed either this long or this long. So
okay, but you say this, but you've been watching South Park and Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers
I've watched South
like
Park
forever.
yeah, but I've
That
seen
time
all of the
over
episodes of South
and
Park
over
ever
and over.
like 2 or 3 times
and
over
over.
again.
That's what Eternal's saying. Like he watched South Park over and
Me
over
too.
and over, like
Over and over and over and over.
Dre is Scrubs. Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know if Scrubs is the best TV show to binge because, like, Scrubs is hit or miss for me. Some of it is super, super funny, and some of it I'm just like, I don't. Doctor shows aren't supposed to be funny. Like, they're supposed to be like, okay, and I say that as an avid Grey's Anatomy watcher. Like, I've seen.
I like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I've seen all the Grey's Anatomy. I watched it twice through. Finally convinced him to watch it, so I started all over again with him. And he came in at like season 13 or 14 is when I finally I made him binge the shit out of it to catch up. And now we haven't watched Thursday's episode yet, but I'm like, doctor shows I loved watching House. Like, doctor shows are supposed to be serious. It has the best writing
Super
and they get
serial.
serious. They do. I mean, I don't know.
But okay, I do have a question. Why do shows like that have to be serious? Because of the occupation? Like,
that's what it is for me. Just like I don't really like I don't like Reno 911 or
That's what I was
Super
about to say,
Troopers.
Reno 911.
Yeah, like cop shows aren't supposed to be funny to me either. Like, they can have funny moments. Like, I'm good with that. Grey's Anatomy has a shit ton of funny moments.
We're not supposed to be funny.
House is hilarious, but like it's not supposed to be like a comedic. To me, it's not supposed to be a comedic relief thing. Like that's just kind of how I am. I mean, I know there's very few people that feel that way, but like I don't watch funny cop shows either. Like I don't think that it's not, or funny firefighter shows, or you know what I mean? Like there are just certain positions to me, like in life, occupations that are just, they're not funny. Like they're serious, military, first responders. That's about it.
I guess I understand that, but I also don't at the same time, because I know, well, we already discussed this, you know, I'm an accountant by trade during the day. I don't think that you guys would probably assume that if you had, you know, watched a stream or if you're tuning into this, what's up everybody within Cali Gal's stream, like you guys wouldn't think that. You guys would think like, oh, this MFer is a comedian or something, or some kind of class clown, but it's like, this MFer handles numbers? Y'all serious? Like, yeah.
I mean,
For some weird reason I do. It's just like
Scrubs is 99%.
Think the fucking dude dressing up as a fucking demon's a cop. Like
You're just different. Like you're just.
I am different.
You're just.
I'm just messed up in the head.
built different.
Okay, wait. So Dre said Scrubs is 99% about character development, character-driven story where the serious part of the occupation is in the background. But every once in a while, they have to focus. The characters go through a difficult situation, which I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad show. Like, just because I don't like it doesn't make it a bad show unless it's, Family Guy or American Dad or The Simpsons or... Like, let me just check off every adult animation show, because that's another big pet peeve of mine, right? I don't think that adult themes belong in animation. Like, it bothers the shit out of me. I hate it. And he loves it.
Because I'm a big kid.
You are a big kid, but like still. Like, it's just adult thematics do not, like Archer and
Archer was good.
Archer is no, like just South Park, where
Park
all the
is good.
children are in like 4th or 5th grade. Like, no, like that is not.
The darling, precious angels
No.
alone.
Stewie from Family Guy. Like, no.
What's wrong with Stewie?
What isn't
This
wrong
is
with
why-
Stewie?
This is why we need Beyondre in here now, because he does a awesome Stewie Griffin impersonation.
Adults can enjoy adult style cartoons, but for me, it's just a big nope. It took you, how long did it take you to get me to watch Rick and Morty? You and Tevin
Rick and
tried
Morty.
forever.
Yeah, we did.
And they would be like, just watch it. And I'd get like 10 minutes through and I'm like, I can't fucking do this. Like, I'm going to go do anything else.
And then you
love it,
started
don't you?
watching it, and now you like it.
I do like Rick and Morty. I've grown to like some of them. Like, I like Rick and Morty. Bob's Burgers is okay. Like, I'll watch it. But it's not... But you watch every adult animation show. South Park, Family Guy, American Dad, Futurama, The Simpsons, Archer, the weird one you're watching on Netflix now about conspiracy theories. Like, there's Big Mouth. Yep. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not, but I'm also a very Disney oriented person. Like, I am, I like so like even crude kids cartoons, like you'd see on like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, like that's not my thing either. To me, like cartoons are
Rocket
supposed
Power.
to be like, no, Rocket Power is good, but like they're supposed to, like, cartoons and animation should be like happy, fluffy,
No, man.
like lovely. Like, you're all looking at me like I'm crazy.
You are.
No, I'm actually looking at you because I actually was like planning on bringing this up, and this is a perfect way to bring it up. So that's the issue with, I guess, putting things in specific molds or stereotypes, because then you have products that will result in something that is labeled as satire as just completely fucked up. So what I mean is, and to get back into the realm of the cinema and movies and whatnot, is there's this movie called A Serbian Film, and I really hope that there are some people under the age of 18. If you guys are in here, please leave the channel for a little bit. Go play some Fortnite or some Warzone while I talk about this, because this is bad.
I mean, we're an 18 and up channel, so
true, but I just want to disclaim, because there may be some rats that come along the way and ruin it for everybody. But anyways, I'm not going to go into the synopsis of this movie called A Serbian Film. Long story short, this movie was made as a satire of, I guess, the censorship laws or whatever the crap Serbia did that makes all movies happy and cheerful and cheery and whatnot. The plot of this story is fucked up. It is way out of left field. I watched a 23-minute YouTube video of it that gave me a nice little synopsis of the story that had some clips in it. And even with just the clips that I saw, I was disturbed for the rest of the day. Like, I thought about this and I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm so glad that I didn't watch this movie, because I made a promise to my friend that I wouldn't watch it because they watched it and they said, like, this fucked me up. And I'm like, all right. But I needed to understand why. And the beginning, it's just like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, that happens in an everyday form of life. In the middle of it's like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, that shit happened. And then at the end, it's like, I just want to find the deepest, darkest place in the ocean just to hang out for a few minutes. But yeah, all in the name of satire and parody.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, it's bad. It's sad. Like I said, don't watch it.
Okay, so it's like a sad
Watch it
movie.
alone.
It's not like a graphic, like gory movie. Is it animated? I'm so confused.
Oh no, it's not animated. It is pure, like, real. I mean, not real, but
I was gonna say, so I'm gonna go look it out now, right? Like, I'm gonna go look it up and like see.
Yeah.
I will, Cali, when I told you to play Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
And you were upset about that?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm going to tell you what my friend told me. I swear to God, if you watch this movie, you will be completely pissed and just question life. So please do not even search it.
You can watch it and then let me know.
What's it called?
A Serbian film? Is that what
No.
you said?
No. Okay, Captain has a block on his Discord server movie night list for a reason. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So, all right. So Dre says, speaking of fucked up adult animation, have none of you seen Heavy Metal? What is Heavy Metal?
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
Googling.
Uh-oh. Everybody be Googling.
I'm just gonna chill here because I'll know.
Oh, Dre gave us a homework assignment. Okay.
Homework? Oh, God. If Dre says homework assignment, I guess I gotta Google it.
What the fuck is this? Canadian American adult animated science fantasy anthology film.
You would click on that one. You would. Oh my God, my husband. Okay. All right. So we will add that. We'll chalk it up to the list. Boop.
Yep.
That my husband will watch, and then probably be like, "No, you're not gonna watch this." So I can promise you, my husband might watch it. I probably won't.
Bro, I'm looking at the picture of this like the cover art.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
So, what do we feel about TV shows that are basically movies? So, like, you have shows like Game of Thrones and The Witcher, and where each episode is an hour to an hour and a half each episode.
I mean, I love Game of Thrones.
Except for it ended like shit.
So, yes, it did.
The last season was shit.
I would take the last season, take it off, and it's perfect.
No, it's definitely not perfect if you take off the last season. At least they wrapped up some shit, but it was
Well,
they got lazy. They were like, yeah, 8 seasons later, we're over this shit. So just you die, you die, you die, you live, you die in a fucked up way. There we go. Like,
but they only can do so much because the last book's still not written. So
I mean, but that's the risk you take when you buy rights to a movie, to a book series that's not done. Especially when you look at the release dates of his books, like. It's like regular, and then like there's like a huge gap before the next one comes out. Like, because writers in their craft, you can't rush good writing. Like, you can't, because when you try to rush good writing, you get shit like that. You get shitty things where it's like people have been so in love with the story up to this point, and then it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, you ruined it. You can't rush. That thing is shiny. You can't it's awesome for storytelling. You miss less on character development. So there are movies that are in existence right now that are even seried movies that I think would be or would have been so much better if they would have made them like an HBO series or a Netflix series or because, and a lot of those shows, like, so we tried to watch Game of Thrones a few times, and it took us forever. We always would stop by, like, episode 3. We're like, this is so boring, because it's, like, introducing you to everyone. Yeah, because it's, like, introducing you to everyone. There's 7 kingdoms or some shit like that, so you have to figure out what each kingdom is and who each monarch is, and it takes forever. But once you push through that shit, oh my god, it's amazing.
Yes, I love it.
So I guess I do have a question. So if you guys had the opportunity, would you make all books converted into TV shows instead, or just keep them in a cinematic form? Like, for example, like, would Harry Potter be better in a TV format?
Yes. 100% yes. Because the movies are good. The Harry Potter movies are good. And the books are better, obviously, because that's usually how it works out. But the reason why people always end up saying the movie is not as good as the book is because the book is where all the meat and potatoes are. And so when you take it in a movie, I mean, a movie's only 2 hours long. You can only fit so much into a movie. It would be a lot better if they would have turned it into a TV series instead. And not like a CW TV series where there's got to be 57 seasons because each episode's only 20 minutes long.
Okay, but what happens when the star of your show decides halfway through season 7 that he's sick of this shit and wants to go do something else? And
that would be something that would have to be discussed when they sign up to do the show. Perfect example, Grey's Anatomy. We're in like season 18? Each season's 24 to 27 episodes long. And a lot of people we've seen the cast rotate through. But Ellen Pompeo is the actress that plays Meredith Grey. She knows that the show ends when she's truly done. Because you can't have Grey's Anatomy without Meredith Grey. Like, it's not, you can't do it. So.
Oh my god, that's why it's called Grey's Anatomy.
Actually, it's called Grey's Anatomy because of her mother. But. So, but
wait, you get up there.
Did y'all discuss what Tom Holland said about being? That's a good example. All right, so Tom Holland about being done with the Spider-Man role and like wanting to grow up. I read an article. I wish I still had it, but I read an article about how he was saying that he's done because it's a lot of responsibility when you're in a series like that. Especially one that's like beloved by kids and stuff. So he's Spider-Man. Just because the cameras aren't rolling doesn't mean he gets to stop being Spider-Man. Everyone always sees him as Spider-Man. So if he were to like go out and get arrested for doing something stupid, it would be like Spider-Man got arrested. No, Tom Holland got arrested. But it like ruins the whole thing. So that's something that you take on as an actor when you sign your contract to do a series.
Being in Marvel in general.
Well, no, I think that's any actor with any fuck, man, why can I not talk? With any high caliber role that they walk into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about 3 actors or actresses that you look up to or you enjoy, and that's their permanent role. Like, for example, for me, Christian Bale is Patrick Bateman or Batman.
I was gonna say Christian Bale's
Bruce
Batman
Wayne
for me.
but Christian Bale, if I ever meet him, Christian Bale is fucking Patrick Bateman. Like, he's gonna be in the suit and tie, and he's probably gonna ask me if I like Huey Lewis in the news in his high-end New York apartment, and just like ask me right there, and I'll be like, "Oh yes, daddy."
More.
There are definitely actors and actresses that will always be. It doesn't matter what they. Johnny Depp, to me, will always be Jack Sparrow. Like, yes. Always, it doesn't matter what I see him in. I know he's had epic roles before that. He's had some really good roles after that. But Johnny Depp will always be Jack Sparrow. And when I see it, I don't go, oh, look, there's Edward Scissorhands, or there's Sweeney Todd, or I go like, it's Jack Sparrow. Like, it's Jack Sparrow in a different thing. Like, it's just, but it's kind of like Robert Downey Jr. will always be Iron Man to me. Like, that is, he will always and forever be Iron Man. It doesn't matter what he does for the future. That is Iron Man. He will always be Iron Man.
So Jerks makes a great point. Any up and coming actor would kill to be in a Marvel movie, but those experienced seasoned vets would, want to be, or would get tired of it. Do you think that they take it for granted? I don't think that they take it for granted. I think that they come to the realization that there is a lot of work that goes on with it, like the Tom Holland situation. It's just like, I don't want to be pigeonholed into one little thing. And let's bring it full circle to us as streamers, as content creators. We don't want to be pigeonholed into one specific thing that we do. Like, for example, you guys probably know me as the MLB streamer. It's like, I do more things than just MLB. If you guys check on Discord, I know that I spent 15 hours trying to parallel 5 a player just for the hell of it. But, I'm starting to get used to a little bit more editing or things like that, and trying to get a podcast or something else like that in the process, where I'm just like, when is that going to happen? But anyways, I'm going to stop.
You just got to go for it. Welcome to the hot seat. You just got to go for it. It's definitely one of those things about being painted in the same thing. I mean, I feel like, so if you take it out of, super sidetrack bunny trail, if you take it out of movies and even apply that to real life, there are certain things that happen to certain people in life, whether it be an occupation that they chose or some choices that they made or whatever, that you always see them as just that thing. And it is so hard to break out of a mold once you've been put there, because that's just, the public is freaking brutal. And so I don't think that they take it for granted. I think it's just like, this was a thing and I was honored to do it and it was amazing and it was a blast, but I'm done with it now, which is basically what Robert Downey Jr. said when he was done being Iron Man. He was like, it was amazing. It was a great part of my life. I loved it. I loved my cast members. I love the people I worked with, but I am done with Iron Man. Like, I've been doing it for all these years and I'm done. Like, I'm ready to move on with my career, with my life, with what I want to do. Like, I'm ready to move on. And I feel like when we paint these celebrities in a corner and this is the only thing we can do, it diminishes them. And I feel like we as an audience take it for granted that this is a person with real talent and promise, or whatever. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but like potential is what I'm looking for. And we've just painted them into, this is what they are. I would go the Leo DiCaprio route and make sure I die in my film, so there would be a sequel every film, and then never get what is it, an Oscar, a Grammy? What is it that he never got an award for anything?
He finally got one. He got one like 3 or 4 years back.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's insane. He's had so many epic roles and just everyone just dismissed him. But there's another one. He's pretty, he's talented, and he always gets cast in the pretty, kind of crazy, kind of smart, kind of not so dominant character, and he always gets passed over, even though he's beautiful. Like, There was enough room on the damn door.
I mean,
bitch should have moved over. We're not gonna talk about Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise.
Hey! Since you're talking about crazy, you know that you got crazy coming. Like you knew that you got crazy coming with The Weeknd. You know that he's crazy. He's in the Scientology and whatnot. He's gonna stand up on his seat, being like, "Oh my God, I love Katie Holmes. I love Katie Holmes.
Oh gosh!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Somebody clip it!
I love Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes."
Okay, so what's one documentary? First of all, do you guys watch documentaries?
Not really.
No? What about you, Phoenix? Do you watch documentaries?
I mean, yeah, I watch like docuseries and everything, but it's been a minute.
Okay, so I guess this is more for you because you're the documentary king. Seriously, like he would rather watch a documentary than anything else. So listen, don't snooze on Tiger King. It is the best worst train wreck you can't look away from.
I watched it. I just think it's funny that how that's technically is a fucking documentary.
We just finished season 2 last night, and I'm not excited that there's going to be a freaking Tiger King 3. Like,
oh Lord,
it's never going to end. But all right, so you as my documentary king, what makes a documentary something that's worth watching and worth watching, like recommending to people? What are your requirements?
Well, first things first, it has to grab your interest. So if it's something that you're passionate about or that you already are looking into, it's gonna pique your interest. Like the social dilemma. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about what Facebook and not Netflix, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, what all of them do to people with their phones, and they take actual people that worked for the companies and have credentials and have them sit down and tell their stories and things like that. So good documentaries is going to have truth from the people who was there at the time.
So do you consider it a good way to research? Like if you're researching a topic and you see, what's the difference between a scripted documentary and like a real documentary? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you have like, what are the ones like biopic films channel and stuff like that? Yeah, ones? Like a PBS documentary versus like a Netflix documentary where some of that shit is scripted and some of that shit is just like straight raw footage.
You can, if you're smart, you can tell the difference between scripted and non-scripted.
Do you consider both feasible options for research?
No.
No?
No.
Do you consider either one of them feasible options for research?
Some, yes. The only way that you can, or the only thing that I think feasible is like war documentary. You can go scripted or unscripted, either or, because the parties could be dead that was involved in there, but their stories could be written from a journal. So you have somebody portraying them, like the one I'm watching now. It's 4 dudes.
The World War II one you're watching?
Yeah, reading journal entries. So that's a scripted, but it's true in the same breath.
Okay. Docuseries are something that we kind of watch together, like they're hit or miss. I think that it's a good thing. It's a good tool to use for research. Just because when you're researching, you're not going to take everything at face value. Even if you're reading it on the internet, you're reading it in an encyclopedia, you're having an interview. Like, research is subjective. So I feel like, yeah, if I can watch this and it's going to give me facts, because most of the time they give you facts that you can fact check. So it's legitimate information. Just the delivery between entertainment and like dry delivery, I guess. Does that make sense? Like, that's kind of, I feel like documentaries are underrated and a lot of people sleep on them, and y'all are missing out. Because there's some good ones. We've watched ones on like music, on like the evolution of music.
The one, Don't Mess with Cats. That
Oh
so
my
good.
that one fucked me
Don't fuck
up.
with cats. The
That
one about
was
the.
so good. That was so good.
It was good though because it was just like not because the storyline. The storyline was terrible, but it was. But I feel that way about like the biopic series that is not. It's like a loosely documentary series about Gypsy Rose and her mom.
Oh yeah.
On Hulu. What is it called? Something Act. Yes.
Oh my god. That freaking oh my.
I had no idea who that was until that show came out. And everyone's like, "You don't know who Gypsy Rose is?" And I was like, "Nope." And they're like, "Oh my god, watch this." So I watched that and then I watched the actual thing that they did, like with her, with the actual Gypsy Rose and the interviews that they did with her. And but I watched the series first. And then I watched the actual, like, sit-down interviews with her. I don't know I think that one's just called The Secret Life of Gypsy Rose or some shit like that. It's also on Hulu. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, it's interesting how we formulate our opinion of people and history and stuff like that based on biopic series or docuseries that we see on Netflix or whatever. A lot of people say that, like, Bill Nye the Science Guy, he's not technically a science guy. Like, if you look at, like, all of his credentials, he's been awarded stuff for looking into stuff, but that's not where his degree and shit is. So, but that doesn't make any of his information any less valid just because it's more entertaining. I love his new series that he's got on Netflix, Bill Nye Saves the World. Like, that is good. Blackfish made me want to punch an orca. Okay, so let's talk about Blackfish for a second. Because I am a SeaWorld goer. So I lived in Southern California off and on throughout my life. I lived in Florida, not too far from Orlando. Like, we went to SeaWorld. Like, that's something that we did. And there's such thing as a snubbing documentary series where you're only, because there's two sides of every story, right? There's yours, mine, and the truth. So I feel like you have to be careful with what you choose to put all your faith in when it comes to TVs and movies and stuff like that, because it can taint how you view things. And you're just like, well, it was on TV. They did a documentary about it. You have to take that kind of like you can't believe everything you read on the internet. Like, was there some truth in it? Yeah. I mean, there is. But was it the truth? I'd like to disagree with that just because I have employees that work there. Like, I've got family that works at a SeaWorld right now. So, like, I know I've met trainers. I've, like, talked to trainers for these animals. Like, what is the difference between the shit that goes on at SeaWorld and the shit that goes on, like, at a zoo? Is that not the same thing? Just one's water and the other one's land. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, it's, but people will be like, oh, SeaWorlds are so bad and the zoos are amazing. It's literally the same thing. Like, it's the same thing. Thanks for the lurk, Viper. That's my docuseries tangent. Y'all are like, Cali's fucking
What's
crazy.
your favorite genre of music or of movies?
My favorite genre of movies?
Yep.
Disney movies. I think he likes Disney movies too.
Yeah. I think super Disney movies.
When you wish upon a star.
Disney movies are the best.
Make no difference who you are.
Yes!
Make no difference who you are.
Fired.
Right.
What about you, Phoenix? What's your favorite genre?
So, when I was growing up, it definitely was more of the kind of like feel good animated stuff. So, Lion King, all that good old jazz. So, Disney movies, I would say. Then I went to the dark side of Nickelodeon and fell in love with Amanda Bynes and all those kind of Nickelodeon girls. that had issues like Britney and Christina. And then I ventured off into my teenage years with raunchy comedies. I remember specifically in 2008, I really wanted to go see Superbad, but my mom wouldn't let me. So my my uncle would smuggle like bootlegs to me. So it would be a combination of that and Marvel. So Marvel superhero comic book movies and all that. But now I am on, as a grown-ass adult, more of still raunchy comedies, but also horror movies that have kind of been awakened. And when I mean awakened, I mean this is mainly because of my music correlation. And it wasn't because of any specific like metal bands, because that was like later on or like just recent. It was because of an album from Fall Out Boy called American Psycho, American Beauty. Or American Beauty, American Psycho, which I was just like,
I've only seen
these
one
sound
of those
like
movies.
two movies from the 90s. So that album actually, it had nothing to do with the movies. It was called American Beauty, American Psycho. They had a song that went, she's an American Beauty, I'm an American Psycho. And I'm just like, I'm gonna watch these movies. So I started with American Beauty, wonderfully written movie with Kevin Spacey in it, and then American Psycho, and I'm like, I'm in love with Christian Bale. So then from that, I stepped over into a few more movies of that like thriller suspense, and then found out about Ice Nine Kills and their concept album, and tried to watch like all the movies, which I'm still working with. So long story short, music has kind of influenced like what I watch.
That's cool.
So,
Okay, what about you?
Horror. Always been horror. So started with Halloween.
Yeah, that's the movie that got you until you were like, nope, this is it. I love blood, guts, gore, and screaming now. Like, this is...
Yep. It went from Michael Myers to, oh, this is a whole fucking thing.
That's terrible.
And then it probably was like my favorite one ever. Like the new one. I like the old one, but the new one just, I don't know, it does something to me.
Besides documentaries?
So, comedy.
Yeah. Comedy movies are... So, okay, but what kind of comedy?
Oh.
So there's like raunchy...
Probably the raunchier side.
That's because you like Will Ferrell, who's...
see, Will Ferrell is not as bad as raunchy as you would think, because there is...
He's just stupid. Like, he's so stupid.
Yeah, but Will Ferrell is stupid, like raunchy comedy. It's not like at the you expect a fucking orgy at the end, like Seth Rogen's films and everything like
The Hangover?
that. Like if Seth Rogen has produced it, expect somebody to be fucking at the end of the movie.
Yep.
Or in the middle of the movie.
Will Ferrell, if it's him, expect somebody to use silly putty as a ball sack or something.
Oh my god!
Like it's not comparable.
I hate Will Ferrell. Like, I cannot stand any of his shit. And the only movie I semi-tolerate by Will Ferrell is Elf. Because it's a Christmas movie, and I love Christmas, but, like, I hate...
What? We just become best friends? Yep!
Thank you for the follow. It's Jen again. I appreciate the have a love. I hope you have a fabulous night. But I hate Will Ferrell in the sense that, like, every movie he's in, he's just an uncontrollable, stupid moron. Like, he's just every movie, every show. And I say that with love because my follow alert is him screaming, "What? Did we just become best friends?" Yup. Like him and, was it John C. Reilly is his opposite in Step Brothers? Don't shoot me.
Chocolate of the week goes to Cali again.
That wasn't a chancla. You just shoot me. Like, you can't.
Okay, fine. It's a Jordan of the week.
What?
Oh my god. But Will Ferrell is he's just trash. Like, and so is Danny McBride and all his little clan of dumbasses. Like,
Clan of dumbasses.
yes.
Ryan Reynolds is the comedy for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip that question. What genre of movies do you absolutely hate?
Romance.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't like the sappy love story movies.
But we always watch
Oh.
sappy love story movies, and you tell me it's a good movie.
It is a good movie. That don't mean I have to like it.
Wait, have you been lying? You don't want to watch the sweet lovey-dovey? They got married and rode off into the sunset together?
I don't mind watching it, but it's not my favorite thing to watch.
No, marriage counseling live on stream. Like, what just happened?
All right, Eternal, that's you. You're the counselor.
No, Dre's the counselor.
I'm just
He went to dinner.
Well, Dre went to dinner and Lyric, so we don't have a therapist on call, I guess.
What? All right.
Just kill people. Don't put me in that position.
So, Eternal, you said yours is romance too?
Yes.
Go tell your wife that you hate romance movies and see what her reaction
I watch
is.
them, but I'd rather watch other things. But
You
I sit
too,
there and
Phoenix.
watch them.
Go tell your wife you hate romance movies and watch All of You Are Married. Like,
She won't care, but I also don't hate romance movies. I actually don't like the whatever, like Harry sorcery and all that crap falls
Sci-fi,
under.
like,
fantasy?
No, I like
not
science
sci-fi,
fiction.
But, I get where you're going.
It's fantasy. Yeah, it's fantasy.
Yeah, if you want to say that, like fantasy, I guess like Middle Earth-y bullshittery. Like, yes, I'm sorry, I fucking hate Lord of the Rings. I don't like Harry Potter. You guys can eat my asshole all you want about that one.
I can't work in these conditions.
I think we're kicking Phoenix off the show. I guess a regular host spot has now opened up, ladies and gentlemen.
I watch him in the pillow for it, but like, it's not my cup of tea, dog. No.
I watched The Lord of the Rings for the first time, was about a month and a half ago now, in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all 3 movies over the course of like one weekend. And then in the last one, I freaking cried. So I was pissed. Like, no spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it. I know I'm like one of the last people on earth who haven't seen it, but like,
She went a whole rant in the chat.
I was so angry. And so to me, that's what makes a good movie. Like, if it makes you feel so strongly that if by the end of the movie it doesn't come out how you wanted or at least predicted or saw it, and it like physically affects you, like my stomach hurt, like I was pissed and crying, and it was terrible. It was a good terrible. Like, I liked the way it ended, but I hated it, if that made sense. Like, I hated to love it, essentially. Like, it was just, they were a lot better than I originally thought. So one franchise that I have never seen, and I'm fighting with every power of my being not to see, is Star Wars. Like, I have never seen a Star Wars. No, he's gonna fuck up the capture. Phoenix.
Now you have to twice.
Phoenix is fired. Now I have to figure out how to
You have to
recapture
give Star
this.
Wars a chance, okay?
Phoenix, you messed this up. I don't know how
She
to
won't
recapture
give
this.
Star Wars a chance.
Look, you even made Shortstack come out of his hiding hole.
Oh my god. Oh shit, here comes Short. Short's gonna yell at me. Listen, Star Wars to me is just like, it's not good. It's just not good.
Do y'all know
It's
how
so
many times I've
crappy.
tried to get her to watch it? And she just won't watch it.
If Phoenix doesn't turn his
You
camera back
have
on and fix
to
this
give
crap, I'm gonna be
A
so
chance.
mad.
I am frozen on your. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Phoenix done fucked it all up. Thanks, Phoenix.
But you have to give it a chance.
I'm still here. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
You fucked up the whole capture. You can't do that. Did it fix it? Okay, I think it fixed it. Jesus. Thanks for breaking stream.
Breaking the internet one step at a time.
Star Wars is a space opera. I think it's only amazing to a person if you watch it as a child. I have tried every iteration of it at least 10 minutes. And I can't. Different movies, from the old, stupid, god-awful graphics to the new epic graphics to the animated ones to the cartoon ones to the 3D one, like, it's to the Mandalorian, like, it's just, and Baby Yoda, like, I just can't.
How dare you diss Baby Yoda?
It's just terrible. Like, it's just not good. Like, I don't understand. So, and Star Wars actually kind of means something. My stepmom and my stepbrother, his dad, was actually offered to be on the art team back when it was just a concept. He has like the letters and everything because he's that talented of it, or he was, rest in peace. He was that talented of an artist. And when he was approached, he turned it down because he's like, nobody's going to watch this shit. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then a few years later, it turned out to be what it is. And he kicked himself his whole life for passing on that. But like, I can't. In fairness, I don't like Star Trek either. Like, so, I mean, it's like, or Space Odyssey, or Spaceballs, or anything in space. Like, I just don't.
Spaceballs was good.
Jason Goes to Space?
Like, that's a horror movie. Jason Goes to... Jesus Christ. I'm not...
Yeah, it's called Jason
what?
X. It's Jason X. Jason's in space.
That's terrible. Like, Star Wars is just... I don't... Listen. But you could put... I feel like if you mix some of the characters, it might be better. Like, if you could put, like, Captain Kirk into Star Wars and, like, team up Spock and Yoda, like, I think that would be...
You need to just hush and just go somewhere with that disrespectful
and
bullshit.
then take,
like,
oh,
stop.
Bigfoot
Stop.
and his teddy bears
Stop.
and, like, mix them.
You're fired. You're fired. How dare you disrespect Star Wars with that? Get out. Get out. Get out now.
No.
Out.
No.
Out.
It's my fucking stream.
No more. You disrespected Star Wars. Get out.
Listen. When we're playing the Star Wars game and you've got Bigfoot and teddy bears running around with like llama T-Rex things.
He's not a Bigfoot.
Somebody banned Kelly from her own Discord.
Get out. Get out.
Hashtag make a cancel on this non-Star Wars loving motherfucker.
How dare you?
You have
quoting Caprice Unpappy in here too.
Oh, like
no, make a cancel.
Glorified
Hashtag make a cancel Cali.
vacuum cleaner that like just speaks and beeps that somehow everybody knows, and then a giant walking gold thing with literally just flashlights, glorified flashlights.
Listen,
in different colors.
Listen, don't you disrespect C-3PO like that. Don't you do that. No, man.
I mean, we could just get disconnected from our own Discord.
No! That fucks everything up! Oh my god. I don't, like, Star Wars is just not... Phoenix. Somebody time Phoenix out for 10 seconds.
No. I refuse to.
I don't, like, it's just, and I know everybody hates on me for it, but I can't. It's just, it's not, I've tried. Like, I've You've just lost a lot of respect for me. Listen, eventually someday I will sit down and watch it. Just like Lord of the Rings. And who knows? Because I used to say that same shit about Lord of the Rings. That it was stupid and all this other shit. And then I fell head over heels in love with it. Because I'm almost 30 and shit changes. So maybe someday I will sit down with my husband, because I promised I won't watch it with anyone else but him, but I will sit down with my husband and watch in all the weird fucked up orders you all want me to watch it in, because apparently there's like 50 movies and you can't watch them 1 to 50. You gotta watch like 4, 7, 6, 9, 5, 2.
I mean, you can watch them in chronological order, but people will look at you weird.
Yes.
Whatever. I don't understand the hype for it. But I don't knock you. Like, I'll tease people that, like, I love teasing Short Stack and Dark Dresden. Like, it is the most fun thing in the entire world to purposely mislabel every character and, like, say, because I have general knowledge. I mean, like, I know who Chewie is and what an Ewok is and Darth Vader and Princess Leia and a Stormtrooper. Like, I know who they are, but it's more fun to, like, purposely troll. Because it's such a people, you either love Star Wars and you're fucking diehard Star Wars, or you don't like it, or you've never seen it, so you don't have an opinion. Like, there's no in between. You like to push our buttons. I mean, y'all make it too fucking easy. Like, too easy. All I gotta do is call Chewie a giant Bigfoot teddy bear, and then Baby Yoda, and loves Baby Yoda looks like one of the little teddy bears that got like stuck in the electric socket and ate too much pea soup.
When Short Stack comes over here,
Short Stack's not gonna come over here.
Kicks you in the face. I'm gonna laugh.
Short Stack can't reach my face.
I'll help him reach your face.
Hold on, I'm gonna send y'all.
What is your thoughts on the movies that are remade for PC culture, changing the male to female? I will get on a ladder, damn it.
That's right. Hey, I got you, Short.
Okay, Jerks is like, let's change the subject.
Wait, I do have to add, is it for PC culture or is it just for the interpretation? Because I know like the movies that are remade for PC culture, because I know Little Mermaid's getting like a new movie whatever year.
They redid Annie, and I know it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's for PC culture. I think it's just more of a interpretation type of thing. Because
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we're definitely seeing more and more things change now because the world is changing. So I don't necessarily think it's for like the politically correct bullshit. I think it's just the world is changing, and that makes it politically correct to have, and it's not just a race thing either, like a white to black or male to female. It's also, you've got the gender equality things, and you've got LGBTQIA plus characters coming up into roles that typically you don't see because it's a strong cis white male role, or it is what it is. Like, I think that we're finally starting to see creative gaps be bridged with characterness, but they're not giving us new stories for them to live in that newness. Like, they're just redoing shit and then calling it something different, and it's not, to me, it's dumb. Like, I don't agree with it.
So I'm gonna be on the opposition of you not agreeing with it. I think it's actually a huge win for underrepresented minorities or underrepresented communities. And I'll say it like this. So, hi, I am a person of color, in case you guys didn't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a big shocker. So for me, back in the 90s, I think every movie that I watched had a predominant white cast and typically the person of color was the moron. I'm just gonna keep it as simple as that. Like
I mean, yeah.
the guy that made all the jokes, you
Yeah.
know? Like let's see, Jingle All the Way. You had Sinbad as the quote unquote villain postal service carrier dude that's trying to get Turbo Man for his kid. Trying to fight Arnold Schwarzenegger for a Turbo Man as well. Like, you don't have the roles flipped around on another
Oh no.
other hand. But then there's also predominant roles like Denzel Washington, who was a lawyer in Philadelphia, who was helping Tom Hanks with his unknown condition of HIV/AIDS at the time, because this movie was made in the 90s. Like those, I didn't find out until I was like Philadelphia. I didn't find out until I was older, later in my life. Most of the roles that I saw were just, you know, the silly roles. Now, flash forward, you do have a lot of black and or what is it, biopic directors, actors that are taking these strong roles, strong leading roles, and being able to present something for a younger generation to look up to. And I respect that greatly, because I didn't have that growing up, or I was ignorant to that growing up.
I guess, okay, so let me rephrase what I say when I say I don't agree with it. Because I think that that's awesome that we're seeing, you know, especially, not to throw Disney out there, but especially with Disney. I mean, we've got one princess of color, and it's Princess Tiana. All the rest of the princesses look the same. They're all, you know, young white girls. Like,
it took them 40 years maybe after the inception they have Mulan. So the Asians had someone to look up to.
It's just, so in that sense, like, it's really cool. I like that they're redoing The Little Mermaid, and they're recasting as far as like mixing colors. This Rodgers and Hammerstein's version of Cinderella, where they had like Brandy was Cinderella, Whitney Houston was the godmother, and Whoopi Goldberg was the mom, married to a white guy, and the prince was an Asian guy. Like, I think that's really, really cool. Like, that they are doing that, and that's awesome. I don't agree with necessarily redoing every story, and I feel like that's what's happening more and more. We're seeing the exact same movie come out, and the only thing that's different is, well, instead of a white guy, now it's a black guy or an Asian guy or a black girl or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't agree with that. I think that they should get their own versions of those stories to build into. Give me a, you know, a superhero or a psychic or a, you know, I like how Captain America and Winter Soldier did it. If you haven't seen that, I'm not going to go into spoilers, because that is a more popular Marvel show, but I like how they did that with what they did with that role. I think that was really cool, because it's a different story. It's his story. It's not a, you know, there's the history of what it was, but he's building it into something totally different and making it his own. So,
okay. Yeah, I see that then.
For example, let's say 007 is rebooted with a woman in the lead instead of a man. Do you think it's a better idea, instead of making something new from scratch? Instead of like a new 007, we get an original spy movie. I feel like Bond, stop screwing with Bond. Like, Bond is who he is. Now, I know in the last movie some shit gas went down. I've only seen one Bond movie in my entire life. Like, and Pierce Brosnan was still Bond, and Halle Berry was in it, and like that's the only Bond movie I've ever seen. So I think it's No Day After Tomorrow, or No Tomorrow, or whatever.
Die Another Day.
Something like that. It was something about no living anymore. But like, that's the only Bond movie I've ever seen. I think that if Bond's time is over and they want to replace it with a female Bond, no, this is the new representation for whatever the company is that Bond works for. Like, she is the new super spy. Like, this
But
is...
here's the thing that I do have, and I guess we're getting into like lore then. Is James Bond really somebody? Because I would think that James Bond is not an actual person, just a rank that somebody makes it into within MI6.
So,
and they
like,
get that 007.
What is that movie with all the agents and they're all the same? The Matrix, where they're all Agent Smith or whatever. Like, they're all the same. Is that what you mean? Like, they're all the same thing?
No,
yeah,
he
essentially.
means is 007 a real thing?
I mean...
Like, is there someone out there that is just like him? That does what he does?
No, I don't... Okay, maybe, Phoenix, you need to clarify, because I think we're...
So, is 007... Is 007 an actual person, or is James Bond, like 007 James Bond, is that an actual person, or is that just an alias that is given to this one person that is being depicted as James Bond?
So, like, is there like a 006 and a 005 and a 004, etc.? Or is it, and then James Bond just happened to be the one? Or is it like, okay, you've ranked all the way up to top security clearance, now you're 007?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, like there's typically this 107, and then to what we see, you know, like Sean Connery, the original one, transitioned over to another one, until we got to Pierce Brosnan, and then Daniel Craig, and then after Daniel Craig, I guess The Rock said that he wanted to be one.
Oh God, no! Please no. I love The Rock, and he's amazing, but don't make him Bond.
So James Bond is his name. Okay, James Bond is his name.
Yes.
All right.
So 007 is the rank.
Yeah.
Yes. He's Agent 007.
007 is the interchangeable part. Okay, so if that's the case, in my mind, I would think that James Bond is no more. He's gone bye-bye. So then you would have to get another 007 agent, or another double agent, who would be whatever. And if they transition it to a female, it wouldn't be James Bond anymore.
There's a movie that we just recently watched that does that. I want to say it's The Kingsman, where like the dude dies and then the person that takes over the spot, they're like, you're the new whatever his name was. Maybe it wasn't Kingsman. It was, I feel like I've seen that before in movies where like this character has been whatever it is, like whether it be a military rank or an agent rank. Usually they're always super spies or hackers or something. And then they, oh my God. And then they, like that character dies off or whatever. And the apprentice that was underneath them replaces it. And then they're like, nope, this is you now. Like, this is who you are. And it's like but that to me is different. That's not the same. I guess I misunderstood your question too, Jerks, earlier, because to me that's not the same thing as like making it a more politically correct movie that, okay, now there's going to be a female that's going to be Jamie Bond. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I just feel like we're redoing too many of the same stories and just replacing the cast so they look different and calling it something new. I feel like that's necessary in certain storylines. But for the most part, like, why are we just replacing what's already there? Like, why not make it better? Make it new. Give them their own story, their own origin, their own, you know what I mean? Like, their own in the same world. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's kind of where I fall with it. Like, in the end, I just want to punch an orca. Jerks, no. PETA's gonna cancel me. All right. So.
Oh, you're already canceled.
Shut up.
You've been canceled.
So, what is one actual life lesson that you've learned from watching a movie or a cartoon or whatever it is? Whether it be a good lesson or a bad lesson, like something to do, something not to do, something to aspire to. And it's stuck with you throughout life.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you're going to get.
How did I know that was going to be your lesson?
Truth.
I mean, okay, but why? Why that one? Why did that one stick out to you that, like, damn, life is like a box of chocolates. You don't even like chocolate.
Do you not know my past?
I mean, I know your past.
Okay, so life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
I mean, okay. What about y'all?
When you hear shit bumping down in the basement, don't go looking for what it is, because you're probably going to die.
What the hell is that? I mean, that's, every horror movie ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't go to the basement, don't go to the attic, don't go in the backyard. If something knocked on the door and it's dark outside, you leave them damn doors closed and the lights on. If the lights start flashing, get out, move, burn the house down, and leave. Like, it's done. That's it.
And if you knock something down and you have a weapon on it, go ahead and fucking shoot it in the head or chop its head off. Don't just leave it sitting there.
Ogres are like onions. They have layers.
I'm making waffles.
That's your life lesson? You're making waffles? That's your... In the morning, you're making waffles?
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
Ooh, can we have bacon, too?
No,
I'm making waffles in the morning.
Damn it. All right, Phoenix.
Oh, man. So it's not an actual quote, but the overarching theme is just have friends that you can rely on, or not rely on, but just don't be afraid to humble yourself when you find yourself up against the ropes of competing for the attention of someone. And it's mainly from Toy Story, the first one, because I look back at that movie and I think, you know, Woody would have been more or less in a heap of shit, and, you know, almost not getting caught or like left with the move if he didn't compete with Buzz's attention for Andy being his new toy.
That's not flying, it's falling with style. Listen, every Disney movie ever is my life lesson. Like, it is. I am one of those people that I genuinely, and like, I can enjoy a good ass action movie too, where I learn the lesson of don't rob a bank with stupid people that you can't even nail down practice. Like, don't.
Wait. So, are we robbing a bank?
Apparently. So, no, I would not rob a bank with any of you. So.
Wait, we shouldn't be talking about this on Discord and also broadcasting it on Twitch. So, for legal reasons, that was a joke. We're not robbing the bank on 38th and 45th next Tuesday.
At the 3 o'clock shift change.
I have an alibi. I will be out at an Ice Nine Kills concert. Cali, you can ask that question later. So I will not be involved anywhere within whatever state that was disclosed in our Discord chat before the stream started.
So there's you know, don't underestimate your enemies because they'll always stab you in the back. But how they do it might change. Like, but I am a Disney feel good, go after what you want, manifest it into existence. Moana sailed on that damn ocean. She found Maui. She restored the heart of Te-Fiti. She is freaking genius. Like, it's just the...
You don't believe the conspiracy that she died in the beginning of the movie in the storm? And that was a dream?
Don't ruin Moana for me. Like, what? No, I do not believe she died. She sailed across the sea. She is Moana of Motunui. She told Maui that he will board her boat and sail across the sea and restore the heart of Te-Fiti.
Right. Tell us how you really
that
feel.
bitch is dead.
Shut up. I hate you.
Bro.
She gone, dog.
Cinderella taught me that a dream is a wish your heart makes, and if you keep believing, it will come true.
You know what Cinderella taught me?
A dream is whatever happens during the day coming to fruition in your subconscious.
You guys are so mean to me. Like, I don't understand why I am friends with such abusive people. That's another thing I've learned. The more your friends abuse you, Taco Bell, the more they love you.
I hear that, think of The Undertaker.
No! It's Taco Bell!
Yes!
I hear that, instantly think of The Undertaker. I instantly think of him.
Oh my god. There's the theory of why she couldn't take Puma, and that Puma is what represents her childhood she had to leave behind. Wait, who are you talking? The pig? You mean Pua? The pig?
Yeah, same difference.
Yeah.
Mulan is just Chinese. Okay, so I've also learned that Disney, my life lesson about Disney is that they take several liberties with every story they tell. Because if you've ever actually read the original, what is it? Is it the Brothers Grimm? Yo, Captain with the resub! Thank you, Captain, for that 11-month resub. So, Disney takes several liberties, like the story of The Little Mermaid and Cinderella, and those are not happy stories. And Disney was just like, here, let's put a pretty girl in a dress and tie it with a bow. Like, that's just, add some songs and some cute little animals and it'll be good.
Okay, do you guys also realize that most Disney movies include a single parent?
So my favorite Disney story that seems most realistic is Lilo and Stitch, where her parents are done, and what is it? Leilani is her sister, and she's trying to take care of Lilo, and she's just her older sister. Like, she's trying to work and be the mom and the sister and the provider, and like that makes me so happy. Like, to see that, to see representations like that. Big Hero 6 is another one where it's the aunt taking over, taking care of, because the older brother died, because their parents had already died. Like, that to me is something cool. You got Frozen with Elsa and Anna. Like, it's just one of those. I like that. I like that we're seeing more. What movie is it we were watching on Netflix? Mitchells versus the Machines, or the Machines and the Mitchells, or something like that. It's an animated movie on Netflix that just came out, and their house is messy. And like, when they're walking around the house, their house looks like it's lived in. It's not messy in the sense that it's just like disastrous. Like, they live there with 2 children and a mom and a dad, and everybody's got their own hobbies, and it's messy. And I'm like, I love that, seeing, because my house is never freaking clean. Like, I love seeing real life be represented in Disney movies like that. Like, I think that that's... In the newer movies that are coming out, Disney's getting a lot better about it. About... it. Yes, it's still a fairy tale. But, like, here, let's bring in some reality. So parents will like it, too. I don't know. Did you guys freeze? You guys got really quiet. Big Hero, I haven't watched that in a minute. Jerks, they're coming out with a new show called Baymax on Disney Plus, and I'm so excited because fa la 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 la. Kaden and I do that. That's our thing. We fist bump and fa la 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 like that. Oh man, speaking of Disney movies, they added their first gay superhero, which was unexpected.
Was it unexpected though?
I
Or
mean,
was just everybody sleeping.
Everybody was sleeping.
Everybody was sleeping.
Everybody was sleeping.
who are we talking
factuals.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about who? Duh.
What?
We're talking about who?
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 Who's who? Who's
Who is who we are talking about?
There's not like Doctor Who.
No, just Who.
I'm so.
I have a friend named Who. Like,
I feel
who
like
are we
I'm
talking
being
about?
trolled
Who
right
is
now.
who you're talking? I'm not. I don't have time to troll right now.
Cyrus Goodman.
We got people in here making nice conversations. We're talking about who. Who is who we are talking about? I don't know what else to tell you. Who is on first, by the way?
What's on second, and I don't know is on third.
Okay, there you go. So I don't know why it was so complicated for you to figure out that who was on first is who we are talking about.
I hate that joke. Phoenix is a jerk. Don't tell him I said that.
You want to explain yourself?
No. Okay, so besides Halloween over there, Mr. Demon, what horror movies, like, have you ever seen a horror movie that you're like, I can never, ever watch that shit again? Or like that you have to turn off because it was just too obnoxious? Horror is my no-no genre. I don't watch horror movies.
By obnoxious, you mean like terrible or like?
Like, they took it too far. Like, it's either too gory or too...
See, I view that as a challenge.
I was gonna say too hoary, but that's like...
Okay, let's get into the scary movie series.
too gory, too horror-y, like, too... I don't know. Too real. Like, you got, like, movies like Saw and Hostel and...
I love them.
Oh, God. You like realistic horror movies, too?
I like realistic. Yes, I am fucked up.
Listen. We listened to this band called Ice Nine Kills. They have 2 albums called The Silver Scream, which correlate to a bunch of graphic horror movies.
Okay, pause. I still
We're
don't
fucked in the
understand
head.
why there has to be 9 kills with ice. I don't understand why it can't be 8 kills with a stick. Like, I don't...
Goodbye!
Anyway. No, VSS is good. VHS, but it's a VSS. Sinister was a good one. I would say, even though I still like it, The Human Centipede is probably the most fucked up horror movie I've watched.
Ew. I have seen all VHS movies. Okay, so you say VHS movies, and I think the tape that you stick in the thing.
Wait. Hold up.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Midsommar?
No. I did not watch that one. I was out that week. I will put it on my list.
Like, watch it tonight.
Okay.
Damn, now you gotta watch heavy metal and then
if I can wake up at 6 a.m. and finish sleepaway camp, you can immediately when this stream ends go into GE, turn on the stream, and watch Midsommar.
I don't think we should show that one at GE.
It's really not bad.
Listen, I watched your chats the day that you guys were watching that in Captain's Discord. I don't, as the Pillow Fort movie holder of GE, I don't believe that we should
We can go to hell in my Discord and watch it. Fuck it.
Put your Haas hammer down.
I'm being banned from GE. I'll just go to my Discord and stream.
Okay. I want something to put over my shoulder.
Hold up. You know, I kind of wanna like make a self or shameless self promo though. So, Cali, do you mind since?
Nope. You guys are here. Go for it.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm RealPhoenixTV. I'm endorsed by Patrick Bateman as being one of the top streamers. I'm actually entered myself into this Hover Next Top Streamer program, and I kind of want to do something cool. I want to give away a Haas hammer. It may be depicted like this. I don't know. It's not going to be the OG. It'll be a replica, but it'll be completely different to symbolize Haas. If you guys are on Hover, you should follow me on Hover at Phoenix. GG like my entry video, and vote for me if I get into the top 32. And if I win, I will give away a personalized Hoss Hammer paddle. Also, use Cali's code because
I mean, you don't have to use my code. You can use Phoenix's code. I just don't have Phoenix's link readily available.
use Cali's code because they like when Cali brings people in more than me. But anyways, yeah.
If you're on Hover, enter next top streamer. I cannot. I work for them, but I know Dre's also entered. Like, y'all, show our community some love. These streamers out here deserve love. Like, 100%. I wouldn't do this with other streamers if I didn't believe in them. So, like, definitely, it's not just for me. So, if you don't ever feel like you can't come and self-promo your stuff, because that's part of being on the show. Like, that's why I have you here. So, okay.
Callie's part of Hover because I harassed her to join anyways. So.
Except for I signed up with Captain's code.
Yeah, you were harassed so much that you're just like, fuck you, Phoenix. I don't give a damn. And then one more person had to say it. And then you're like, hell yeah, Captain. I give a damn. That asshole Phoenix said a bunch of things about it, but I didn't believe him because he was a Hoss Hammer and Hammer.
Oh, it's funny how that worked out. Anyways. Okay, so back to horror movies. So the reason why I don't like horror movies, and it is my biggest no genre next to Star Wars, is that it's just, I feel like it's obnoxious, and I am a big baby. I am afraid of the dark. I don't like spiders or bugs or ghosts or blood or people puking or watching people get tortured.
Weird.
Like, I'm not weird. That's not a normal thing to be into. Like, who wants to be?
Yes, it is.
No, it is not. That to me represents severe psychological trauma. If you find enjoyment out of peeling someone's skin layers off, and I'm not kink shaming, there is kink shaming, and then there is this. And like watching someone just slowly peel your skin off and put some salt on it and throw it in a frying pan and eat it, I'm looking at you, Hannibal Lecter. Like, that's not normal. Like, that's not.
I mean, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
I mean, like, it's just not normal. People that can go brutally murder someone and then go watch their kindergartner sing a sweet song about baby bumblebees like nothing ever happened is just wrong. Like, it's just...
But see, here's the thing. It's like there are different subsets of horror, because there's suspense, there's thriller, there's the psychological and paranormal. So it's like it has its own different avenue or subsets, kind of like all the other movies. So it's not just, impaling somebody or making skin crawl backwards or anything. Some of these things make you think, like, did this really fucking happen?
But
like
that's the difference
paranormal
between
ones
horror
make you think, like, did this happen?
And thriller suspense. Like, there's a difference.
I mean, they still fall into the same category because of either, like the director or the writers, because like some writers will write some crazy ass, like, over the wall horror movie. Like Get Out was written and directed by Jordan Peele. He did Us later on, which is completely different to Get Out. And then did you say that?
Yeah. Isn't there another one called Them?
No. And then he did Candyman, which is a slasher. So he went from one horror movie that was more like a woke status, and I'm not shying away from saying that because it was more of the like racial overtones. I'm gonna put it at that. And then Us. Thank you, Cali. You got me thinking about them. But Us, and then Candyman, which is that slasher film. So that's why like everything gets umbrellaed into the horror umbrella because of it having that tone of I guess that overtone of it is being created to instill some kind of fear into you. Because even with suspense and thrillers, you're still like on the edge of a jump scare.
So
compared to
what makes
a slasher.
horror movie a good horror movie?
That is so. What makes a good movie a horror movie?
Like that's subjective. It's going to be different for every person.
Yeah,
Eternal. I think Eternal's description of it might differ from mine because me and him might venture on two different spectrums of the horror movie genre. But American Psycho for me is going to be the one that like is kind of like the god tier in my opinion, because that psychological aspect of it, of the life of Patrick Bateman. Is this guy even really Patrick Bateman? Is he somebody else, or is this just like a complete mind fuck of a 2-hour movie that actually didn't happen? In case anybody has not seen it and doesn't want to see it and want a synopsis, Patrick Bateman is this wealthy vice president that works on Wall Street, but by night he's on a murderous rampage and kills a bunch of people. Long story short, but throughout the movie there's some things that it's just like this guy is not in tune with reality, or he's just lost his freaking mind. He's making everything up, because like there's some dialogues where he will be talking to people and then he's like, yeah, I work in murders and executions, which in the business terms is mergers and acquisitions, because somebody says it in the next cut. So it's like, that right there is just the brilliance of like those cutaways, and then the kills going along with it that make it a good horror movie. And then the ending itself, it's just like, to this day I still think Patrick didn't do anything that he did. Like it's still sticking with me, and I still go back and forth with that thought process too, but at the end of the day I'm like, no, he didn't do it. So
all right, so Eternal, what makes a good horror movie for you? Like what you're checking off a list and it's like, yes, this was an awesome horror.
Well, for number one, it has to keep you on your edge of your seat at all times, because what horror movie would not be good without that? My big thing is the kills that gets me into one. I know I'm fucked up. I love good kill scenes. Like
I said,
director cuts are
psychological trauma, not normal.
But not like we watched Jason back in Captain's Discord, and the director's cut versions of the movies were 10 times better in my opinion than the original, because you get the unfiltered version of it. You get all the gore, you get all that without the film industry being, no, this is too bad for TV. You get the raw version. I like that.
Okay.
So that what makes a good horror movie for me.
You like horror movies, even though I've banned them from the house. What makes a good horror movie for you?
The suspense leading up to the kill.
So for you, it's not the death, it's the killer themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your all-time favorite horror movie?
The Saw trilogy
God.
or series.
That is my least favorite one because it's too realistic. There are people out there like that.
I know, that's what makes it so good.
Oh God, it's scary.
The Strangers is good too.
It's not even anything as bad as Squid Game.
Don't tell me that, because then I won't watch it. Like, I didn't.
Well, you will watch Squid Games.
So there's a series. I flirt with horror. Like, I don't like it.
Flirt with horror.
I do. I flirt with it because I recently watched The Shining in Discord, that for the first time ever. And I'm glad that I did, because what I thought was so terrifying actually wasn't that bad. And now I understand Home Dude in the Snow, like Frozen, like I get it now. I understand all the memes. Like was like, oh, that's what that's from. Like, I was so excited. But I mean, like, and I've always, like, I know most of the main, like, I used to run around saying, here's Johnny. Like, I understood, you know, the references, but now, like, I really get them. So it's, I flirt with it. There's a couple, I watched The Haunting of Hill House with a friend. I've seen the first and second Paranormal.
You've watched that?
Yeah, I watched I didn't watch Bly Manor or the other one, but I watched The Haunting of Hill House.
Hill House was the one that was pretty scary.
Yeah, we had a roommate that lived with us for a while, and he loved horror movies, and I've literally banned them from the house. Like, we don't do that here.
But
like,
she's allowed to watch them.
But no, that's the exception to the rule. Is they're banned unless I suggest it. Except for now, I've become a little more lenient because everybody in the Hot Mess Hangout loves when Cali plays terrifying games and almost shits herself on stream. So, like, I feel like I have to be a little more lenient that, like, well, you're playing a scary game. Why can't I watch a scary movie? And I'm just like, because it's inviting all the evil into the house. But I'm just one of those people that I don't like horror movies, but I like thriller suspense movies. If you can take out the ghosts that, you know, kill your kids, like all of like that stuff, like The Conjuring and like stuff like that, like I don't take out the possession, take out that stuff. If it's like more of a thriller type suspense with some jump scares, I'm okay with it. But when it's just like I won't watch Halloween, I won't watch Jason, I won't watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Where's that? Freddy? Is that who that is? Like, I don't watch. I'm not Candyman, Slender Man, any other man that stabs people or woman.
See, Candyman is not that bad because all the kills have happened off screen.
I feel like we've said his name too many times.
A new one?
You have to say it 5 times in a mirror. Don't worry.
Like, I feel like we've said it too many
Said
times.
it. Okay, if you have a mirror in there and you start saying it, I'm gonna get off this fucking call because I do not believe in that shit. He is from Chicago, Illinois. Oh my god. He's got a fucking hook for a hand. Listen.
Oh my Lanta. Fired. All right. Okay. All right. So we talked about horror movies. We've talked about TV shows. If we're changing gears, we're leaving the horror before I start hearing ghosts and demon possessions and no thank you. So
I have to get up in a minute.
You got told, congratulations, they're making a movie about your life. You get your choice of actor to play you. Like, everybody wants to play this role. You're just freaking epic. Literally, we can ask anybody you want, and they're gonna go, yep, that's who's playing you. Who's playing you? Eternal, go. He's like, I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds? Really? Not like... Okay, I'll expand it. Dead or alive? Who's playing you? I feel like Jared Leto would make a better Eternal. The Joker version of Jared Leto would make a better Eternal.
Sticking with my answer.
Are you sticking with Ryan Reynolds? All right, go ahead, Phoenix.
I'm just gonna appease the freaking peanut gallery that I know that's like wanting me to say this.
No, say who you want.
Anthony Anderson. I'm just gonna say it because I don't know anybody else. Like fucking T-Pain. T-Pain? Like y'all want me to fucking say T-Pain? All right, T-Pain. T-Pain will be adult Phoenix. Jesus.
Give me 1 second. Janella, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate you. Y'all, welcome into the Hot Mess Hot Seat. We are talking all things movies. This is our Hot Mess Hangout podcast, featuring RealPhoenixTV and Eternal Night 7711 and my husband and myself. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, so thank you for the host. I appreciate you. All right. So Anthony Anderson, is that who you said? Is that the guy
Anthony
that does?
Anderson could be like adolescent
now,
me.
Right? Like, doesn't he do a talk show?
I
with
don't know.
Kelly from Regis and Kelly.
I thought the MFR was canceled a while ago. Honestly, the reason why I said something about Anthony Anderson is because on TikTok one time there was somebody that commented on one of my videos that said something about oh, I didn't know Anthony Anderson had dreads, and I'm like, honestly, I wish you would have just called me a slur at that point, because I felt some type of way for him calling me Anthony Anderson. And then he's like, nah, man, why you got to make this about race and whatnot? I'm just like, no, dude, because there are certain people that read my comments and take that to heart, and they change my name in Discord to Phoenix Anthony Anderson Blackgrid.
So is it bad that I like calling you?
Is it bad that you like calling me Blackgrid? Honestly, I'm over the whole Blackgrid thing, but
I love it though, because I can see it. I can 100% see it.
I fucking hate.
Phoenix is gonna stop being friends with me after this.
You know how we talked about changing movies to be PC? I want to see a Black Hogwarts, and I will definitely take the role of Blackgrid. Be like, you a wizard, Harry. Hip slap.
Keep Pippin strong.
Instead of wands, we call it the magic stick. No expecto patrona. It's expect that patrona.
It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa. Oh man!
It's not gonna be Harry Potter. It's gonna be LaVerry Potter or LaVerry Potter. Ron DeWeasley.
Oh my god! All right, who's playing you?
Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, we could have other people play ourselves that aren't like our color.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm sticking to what I said. Okay.
All right. So Anthony Anderson is I can't see that. See, I can't.
Anthony Anderson is adolescent Phoenix. Anthony Anderson is adolescent Phoenix.
Star Wars.
And then T-Pain is going to be current Phoenix. Because that's my dad. I refuse to say that my actual dad is my dad. T-Pain is my dad. Okay. And he needs to give me some child support.
I want... Oh my god, Melissa McCarthy. Not Melissa McCarthy. Oh my god, what the fuck is her name? I can't think of what her name is now.
What movie was she in?
I can't think of her name now.
What movie was she in? Or movies?
She was in Gilmore Girls and Bridesmaids and oh my god.
Is it like Alexis Bidet or something?
No, that's Alexis Bledel is not it. I can't think of what her name is now. Oh my god. I'm so mad that I can't think of what her name is. That makes me so angry because I had it in my head exactly who. Yeah, it is Melissa McCarthy. Okay, I was right the first time. Anyways, I thought it was gonna be stupid. I feel like Melissa McCarthy would be a good Cali, like a good my real name. Like that would be. I feel like Melissa McCarthy would be or Sandra Bullock. I want Sandra Bullock to play me. Because she's a badass and I feel like she's a good mom.
Hi, Sandra.
I'm shooting my shot. Like that is let's make a movie about me and Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock. That's who I want. I want Caden to have his own movie. And I think
nah, please do not have him be a child star.
You said who's gonna play him?
Himself.
No. I want what's his name from Home Alone? to play
Oh.
Kaden.
Macaulay
The original,
Culkin.
yes, before he turned into a crazy, what he is now. I want.
He is in American Horror Story, and it is great.
Hey, it's all because he was dating Brenda Song, okay? Like, sir, have you been drinking this evening?
Yes.
Brenda Song from the Tipton? What is her? Isn't she in that show Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Doesn't she play the Tipton girl? I can't think of what her name is. Anyways,
who cares?
I think Macaulay Culkin would make a good Kaden. Like, or the kid from A Christmas Story.
He's in the new American Horror Story, and it is. He's awesome.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so I lost my notes, you guys. Rip. Okay, so we all have that one movie that we've seen 900,000 times. And you could watch the movie muted and quote the entire thing word for word. What movie is it?
I don't really have.
Yeah, I don't have one. I just watch
I can't
movies for
remember
pure
shit.
entertainment.
I could see Jerks quoting Shrek. Can you do all the voices too, Jerks? Fast and the Furious.
Donkey.
I've only seen a couple of the Fast and Furious movies. I stopped watching them before John Cena decided that he wanted to drive race cars.
Can't see me because I'm going too fast.
I feel like yours would be Forrest Gump or Green Mile.
Shawshank Redemption.
You could quote Shawshank Redemption?
Most of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think mine, truly quoting it, I think mine would be Frozen. Because Kaden
Not Harry Potter?
Kaden went through a Frozen phase. Where it was about 7 years ago, give or take, right before we moved in here. And the only way I could get him to settle and be calm was if I had Frozen playing. And he went like 2 days straight of not sleeping because he didn't. Do you remember that when I had to sleep in the living room and like set up the chairs weird with the TV on one, because he would just scream and cry and scream and cry unless we had Frozen on. So I feel like I could, and I feel like there are a lot of parents out there that can relate, because at some point I feel like every kid goes through a Frozen phase, and Caden's was just god awful, and I feel like I can quote that movie. I can sing all the songs, not well, but I can sing.
You want to build a snowman?
However, if I'm doing one that's not Hamilton, I could quote Hamilton.
That's a Broadway.
With my eyes
Yeah,
closed.
Broadway.
But it is also
That's
a
Broadway.
movie.
Does not count. It does not count.
So
Does not count. It's a Broadway.
this is true. But I mean, those would be my two. I could do The Greatest Showman too. Like that's
Okay, that counts.
I am a sucker for a good musical. Like
South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. It's a movie.
South Park is terrible. It should be canceled. Like,
Blame Canada.
No, I
Blame
know.
Canada.
South Park's gonna keep going.
I know. And it's I need Phoenix to play the it's trash, dude.
You're trash, Dad.
Well, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yes.
No, that is terrible. Why would you do that?
Because
No. That is awful.
Because Cartman is the man.
Well, Cosmo.
Don't start.
You want to explain yourself?
That I know the Kyle's Mom's Bitch song, like
I wish I had that on my soundboard. I would totally play it right now.
I have
Kyle's mom has been having the biggest bitch in all I went.
You bitch, ever with the bitches, bitch, all the boys and girls.
don't start singing.
Oh, but she's a bitch,
Oh my god. You guys are just too much. Y'all are too much.
I know that we're too much.
You expect anything less?
I mean, so okay. Well, I think. Is there any other movies that you guys wanted to talk about? No.
There is one.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so this movie takes place in 2010. It is about a guy named Frank and a girl named Anne. So Frank is a big financial guy that works in the downtown Boston area, and Anne is just like this, florist and whatnot. So she makes a delivery to Frank's office, and they meet, and it was love at first sight, right? So they go to a Red Sox game because Frank, his family has season tickets, and he's the future holder of the season ticket, and they fall in love with the Red Sox and each other. So they go to like 40 games during the season, and they lost the game because I just wanted to waste a little bit of Cali's time and lose the game and on her show.
I hate you. You're a horrible person, and I don't know why we're friends. Okay. So, what movies are you most looking forward to? I'm stalling for time a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. What movies are you most looking forward to coming out in the future? Like, there's a lot of movies that are getting ready to come out over the next couple years. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm ready for the other Halloween.
Yeah.
The one that was filmed in Charleston?
The Halloween Ends.
No, I thought that's the one that just came out. The one that was
No,
filmed.
the next
one. Yeah, Captain was kicking himself for not being an extra in that one. I know. But yeah, I want to see Halloween Ends. I still need to catch up on Halloween Kills, but I've also got to catch up on all the rest of the Halloweens. Captain, you didn't hear that. Oh.
I have not seen any of the Halloweens, nor am I gonna start now. So
I know you won't.
Out.
I don't think I'm missing out that much. But yeah. So I would like to thank everybody who came and tuned in and hung out with us. Thank you, gentlemen, for hosting with us.
Absolutely.
So Janella, thank you for the raid that we got earlier. Captain, thank you for the resub that we got earlier. I'm gonna say your name so wrong. Frozizzle? I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. Jerks, Dre. Thanks for hanging out in chat. You guys are short stack. I'm sorry I pissed you off about Star Wars, but Star Wars still sucks. So Demon, where can they find you if they wanted to follow you and catch up with you?
You can find me at Twitch, Eternal Night 7711. I like movies. I play horror games. That's pretty much all I play. So if you do love horror games, you can come check me out.
When do you stream?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Listen. Life is a thing. That's fair. 100%.
Right now, I am on a break. I probably won't be picking it back up till I get back from my cruise. So,
okay.
I still got to plan stuff with that. So yeah.
We love a good cruise.
I don't really have a schedule either because my work is, you know how it is.
Eternal's going on a cruise to become an island boy.
Yes. Well, no, I'm already an island boy. I'm gonna come back with my hair just.
I told you I was gonna work it in, Phoenix.
That face just said.
God damn it!
I told Phoenix at like 5 o'clock this morning I was gonna work it into the stream.
Son of a fucking bitch! I completely forgot.
I'm gonna be a demon boy, okay?
And on that note, where can we find you, Phoenix?
You guys can find me in the fucking closet just crying.
I really do love my friends.
You're so mad.
In all seriousness, you guys can find me on twitch.tv/RealPhoenixTV. Currently, I'm a little bit of an influx with my streaming schedule, but I would appreciate it if you guys can hit that follow button and also check out my hovered next top streamer submission. It definitely took a lot of work to work on, and I would love to see you guys in the top 32
100%.
to hopefully win that $5,000 cash prize and bless the community known as the Phoenix Rising with that.
And y'all know that you can find me every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, we stream at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're currently working through Horizon Zero Dawn. Mondays, we play Fall Guys. And then every other Saturday, we have Hot Seat. Phoenix and Mr. Cali will always be here. And our guest host will always, it will change. So we are going to go raid. Are you kidding me right now, husband? Thank God that my camera is cut off so they can't see that. So we're gonna go. I hate you. You're such an ass. I need more females on this show. So if you're interested in co-hosting, first of all, please join the Discord because I would love to have you in Discord. Second of all, apply, please. Like, I need more females on this show. So we're gonna go raid a person that I met through Hover. She's an amazing person. She's freaking hilarious. Her streams are always hype. So stop by, give her some love. You guys are amazing, amazing people. And we will see you Monday.
Never.
We'll see you on Monday. Have a fabulous rest of your evening, guys. Don't pee on the floor. Stay safe. Stay amazing.
Pee on the floor.
Bye.
It's worth it.
Okay. We're muted. That was a really good show, you guys. Thanks. Oh, I'm sure it'll be added to the clip roll for our next previously on. No, you're good. All right, hold on. Let me finish sending this raid through, and then I can close down some of this shit. It's like fucking up my computer. I think it went well. Yeah, I know, Ginger. I just noticed that I'm not muted. They're muted, but I'm not muted. So, we gotta love it. Hotmess, hang out!